Teach us a lesson.
It's like, oh, she's asleep.
What should I do?
What should I do?
What should I do?
What should I do?
What are my rights? What are my rights?
What are my rights?
A legal course of action.
A legal course of action.
A legal course of action.
A legal morse of action.
It has been too long. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a brand new episode, a brand new episode of Legal Morse of Action. I am Patricio, and as always, I am joined by attorney Erin Morse.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm actually excited because this has been too long. I
Yeah,
missed you,
it's been a
Erin.
while. I was tired.
How have you been? How
Good.
are you doing?
Good. Tired, of course.
So if a lot of the listeners don't know, you technically still are. You're on maternity leave.
I am on maternity leave. I'm not fully back to work. You may be able to even hear her. She might make an appearance today.
So she was born like what, 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago tomorrow.
Dang. And how has it been in this house since she's been here?
It's been great in the house.
No crazy late nights or
Of course. They wake up every 2 to 3 hours, but that was expected. You know, she was
there it is.
There she is. She was not tiny, but smaller than my first.
Uh-huh.
So I expected her to wake more than he did, but she definitely put on a bunch of weight, so she's doing good.
So if they're lighter, do they wake up more, or
Well, they're hungrier. They don't have like the fat stores
Mhm.
to keep them from not like being hungry every 3 hours. There she is.
Oh. Yes, as Sam brought her out earlier, and this is the first time he's seeing her in the flesh, and she's a godsend. She's beautiful.
Yeah. I obviously think she's the most gorgeous baby girl ever, but
Because she is. Oh my God, no.
I'm really biased.
You sent people in the office a little card with
Oh yeah.
with her photo, and yeah, all of us in the office were just melting the second we got the photos. Actually, not only from there, but when you were in the hospital,
Oh yeah.
you guys sent us some
Yeah.
photos, and we just,
You
aww.
want to see her? Let's put her on. Okay. Daddy's burp master.
And I think,
She sleeps. She sleeps well. She only kind of fusses.
and this is actually
She's not really that bad.
this is going to be the very first baby on the podcast,
Yeah.
on every podcast that I've ever worked on. So this
Yeah.
is kind of exciting.
This is it. This is my baby.
Oh, I'm gonna take myself out of the frame and just go full screen on you guys.
We named her Lily.
Oh, Lily.
And she sleeps pretty good. So I can't complain. Once I feed her, she goes back to sleep. So she's a good baby. She grunts a lot.
Really?
And some of her fussing sounds like a pterodactyl.
Like,
Yeah, she sounds like a pterodactyl. Not that anyone really knows what a pterodactyl sounds
It's like
like.
anytime you
but
pick her up, she does it.
yeah,
move
she
it
just
right
grunts. That's who she is.
there. And the voice that just jumped in, that is Sam, Erin's
that's
husband,
Daddy.
Lily's daddy, right there.
Daddy.
So Sam, how has this experience been for you?
It's been good. I don't know. I enjoy it. Every couple hours waking up has been a little weird, but
Yeah, it's rough.
other than that, it's
It'll
been fun.
pass, though.
Well, you have an abnormal sleep schedule in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Because of work.
Yeah. But I mean, since I've been taking the time off, I've been staying up late and sleeping in. But I don't really consider it sleeping in because every 2 hours we're up doing something.
Yeah, and you need to be up for like 45 minutes to feed her and then feed her, change her, put her back down. So
You want me to take her back?
We actually have Jared right there saying she is beautiful.
she is perfect.
I'm just in giggles right now. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep my composure, but she's just adorable.
Isn't she? Yeah, and she came out real fast, so she didn't get the cone head. So.
Sam, I want to ask you an odd question right now because you've been a stepfather for quite a while, and basically been the father role for a couple of years.
Yeah, almost 3 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, about 3 years.
When Lily came to this world, like what was like that feeling? Now that it was, like, forgive me for saying it like this, but it's your seed.
I didn't feel any different, I guess, because I think of Connor as my own son. I rarely tell people he's my stepson.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just an addition to our family. Because I mean, without Connor, she wouldn't have been here. Because I was one of those people who was unsure if they wanted kids. So Connor changed that for me. So when I finally got to see her, it was just like I got to see it from the beginning and not jumping in like mid-season, I guess.
Yeah. No, I get you, man. I've been a substitute player, taking over the payments.
Now I'm finally a starter. So like I've been playing, but now I'm starting. So it's just that's the difference.
Oh man, but with the whole change with the baby and I know I love the fact that you still respond to us on the message board.
Me?
Yeah. When it comes to teams, like I remember, I think it was like 3 days, or I think like the day after Lily was born, you were still responding to us.
Yeah, I think I responded in the delivery room, like before she came out.
Oh my God. You don't rest, Erin, do you?
No.
You don't take no time off?
No, I was joking, and I was like, I doubt you'll make it a week before you're back in.
I had a hearing before she was a week old.
She was 6 days.
Yeah, I told the judge that. I was like, my baby is 6 days old, and here I am. Yeah, I was mad. He was like, the judge apologized to me. So
I remember like the week leading up to Lily's born.
Let me read a bottle.
I could feed her.
It's up to you.
I'll angle the screen off.
You know what? Like, yeah, we could change.
I got it.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, perfect. There we go. So
that's fine.
First time
I did in court. Nobody knew I was pregnant. We went to virtual court.
This is the first breastfeeding I've had on a podcast.
No one knew. I plan on bringing her to the office.
I know.
I mean, they're always hungry, so I mean, get used to it.
And surprisingly, our viewership just doubled.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. Can't really see anything. And if you can, I don't know, Merry Christmas.
There you go. Subscribe next week.
Yeah, right.
Some people pay for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is going down in the history books. You, Erin, always tend to bring in the viewers and the listeners since the first time I ever met you. Oh man, but no. With that being said, like how has this been in regards to like the practice itself? Like I know how it is, because I'm there, but like
I've had 2 hearings so far. So
I mean, I saw the other side of it where Erin's like, all kids are entitled to get the best for them, the best in how do you state it?
The best interest of the
child? The best interest of the minor child. And then she's like, well, what about my child? There's nothing wrong going on in these cases. All the kids are safe. This is just parents kind of bickering back and forth and, opposing counsel trying to like pull a fast one instead of letting her bond with her child and all that. So I see it more like instead of just hearing it, I see it now. Like it's important for every kid to have that time with their parents.
And I will say this from a lot of our clients that have called into the office. Everyone, they're sending their best wishes to you and Lily, sending their congratulations, their love and admiration. And yeah, they'll be waiting for you when you get back to the office. I know we
settled a big case today. Not we. I say we, but I mean that corporately speaking. Letitia.
Yes.
Scheduled Attorney Fowler.
She's been kicking ass.
I know. She
the whole office has.
Yeah, she settled a big case, so that's a good one. I'm glad it was a very satisfactory settlement in favor of our client, in my opinion. So
Yeah, I think the banner right there covers up just in case if anything happens.
I'm not worried about it.
Listen, she does this out in public. It doesn't
I
matter.
don't care.
The baby's got to eat.
Exactly.
I mean, what's the difference between me eating a cheeseburger, right now, and the baby eating?
Titties.
But
I would,
but I mean, at the
dude,
end of
that's
it,
just a horrible comparison.
but I'm
like,
just saying, at the end of
but
it,
the
it's
baby needs to eat.
Baby's
exactly,
gotta
baby,
eat.
baby needs to eat. I feel you.
That's a big thing for me. It's like I definitely am not going to go hide alone. while
and I'm
the baby's
sorry,
eating.
but I think we've all seen them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. If you haven't,
I mean, not all seen Attorney Morris's, but but we've all seen one booby at some time or another, maybe two.
That's true. Very few people. But...
oh jeez, I do have some questions, but I kind of want to go back to this whole you being out of the office question, like being here, just being out of the office, like how has it been for you?
How's it been? I haven't really.
Because you haven't stopped working.
No, I'm answering a lot of questions and I'm still responding to things and reviewing documents. I'm trying not to, and I know that Mary and Kyle are trying to keep it to a minimum, but there's not a whole lot that can happen. Like there's no way around it.
That's why, other than spending time with Lily, I took the time off from work, is because I knew she can't walk away. It's like she has staff and everybody who's trying to, at the end of the day, they got to get their paychecks too. So
right,
just because our family grew and our life has, changed doesn't mean that the business is going to stop.
Right. And we didn't want it to stop, or we wanted things to be responsive. And because I have really good staff, there are a couple of incidents that happened in cases that were.
So step up, dads.
Yeah, right.
Yo, for real.
Right? Right?
I've had some personal experiences outside of the office with fathers that it's just like, you are such a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
Change your baby's diaper. Do what you can to help, and stop keeping score. It doesn't matter. They're going to win. They carried the baby for 9 months.
So actually, that's a good one right there. Like, who's the one getting up most of the time?
Well, we both have to get up. Well, I have to be up every time.
Yeah, Erin's up every time, but I get up pretty good usually with her crying, but usually
like
Erin
95% of the time.
Erin usually will wake me up and tell me to get the baby, but I always try to change the diaper, make sure the baby's got clean clothes, and I try to bring the baby to her because, after that, I can lay down and go to sleep till she tells me to put her back.
And usually Daddy does the burping.
So oh.
That's actually your job right now.
Go. No pressure.
Right?
You're in, coach.
She might still be hungry.
Yeah.
So we actually had a couple of questions that we didn't answer last time. But besides with work and the baby, like, how have you been spending the time here at home?
Working the baby.
Just working the baby.
Yeah, that's a lot.
TV show.
Yeah, the TV show, but like while I'm feeding her, it's a lot of laundry.
Any new shows that you've been watching?
We watch. It's not a new show. It's new to us. But we watch.
I got one.
The League.
Ah, great show right there.
And I found that one really fun. We like Big Mouth, which has the same
producers.
Yeah.
And some of the staff, because I know what's his name. Oh my God, Ralphie's in it.
Rafi.
Yeah.
It's that show is really funny.
Not for kids.
Not for kids.
Not at all.
No.
Neither is Big Mouth.
Yeah, neither is Big Mouth. It might be a cartoon, but not child friendly.
Yeah,
you need adult time too.
Definitely. And like just unwinding from a newborn and still working on the cases. You still find the time to just relax, or you're relaxing while you're doing all that at the same time.
Yeah.
You're just always used to multitasking, aren't you, Erin?
I don't have a choice. I don't feel like I have a choice. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It'll work out. Don't worry.
It'll work out. It'll buff out.
So Sam, what about you? Like, how? What else have you been doing this past time since one, you're not working, but you're here at home,
spending it, taking care of the baby, and hanging out with Erin. I have a list of stuff I should be doing.
You've been getting stuff done. Don't
I
yourself.
just am spending more time, kind of, because I'm always busy, just relaxing, hanging out,
bonding with his baby, because dads need to do that too.
A lot of laundry, taking care of that one.
Say that phrase one more time.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
We will.
Yeah. So you ready to get into a few questions for tonight?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. First one coming in is it legal for my wife to video me without my permission? She repeatedly gets drunk, yells at me, and begins to video the fight that she started. I feel traumatized.
So if she takes out her phone and she says, I'm videoing you, the way to not be videoed is to walk away. So if she tells you or you have knowledge that you're being videoed, it's just like having a nanny cam or a ring cam that people put in their house. They put that little sign up saying, you're on video and you have a nanny cam and you're being videoed. And the way to object or not be videoed is to walk away.
Do nanny cams and like ring cam videos, like if a opposing party doesn't want that video used, does it still get used or not?
If they knew about it, like you can't video, actually it's sound, right? Sound is actually the more objectionable thing,
Oh, okay.
but you really can't video someone without their consent. But if you know they have video cameras up
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to be videoed, the way to do it is not go in their house if you know. You can't be like, you must turn off your video camera. No, that's not how it works.
Oh, yeah.
Your objection to it is walking away, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you're continuing to stay there once you have the knowledge is tantamount to consent.
Gotcha. Well,
So
wait,
yeah, she can do that. She can be like, I'm videoing this. Ugh.
what did you say in regards to, you said a phrase right before you said consent.
Tantamount?
Tantamount. What does that mean?
Is equal to or is on the same level as.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry, you threw out a big word
I
right
know,
there, right?
Vocabulary. That was your vocabulary lesson for the day.
Usually, when I go to your office, I do see the word of the day on your screen just floating around, and like I'll pick up a new word every day. But like since you're not there, I'm not getting the new words.
I haven't had my laptop up, so that one was just in the arsenal.
Okay, so basically, you're telling whoever is being recorded just walk away.
Yeah, that's how you not consent.
Where was that from, Sam? Just walk away. You could put a stop to all of this. Just walk away.
Sounds like
That sounds like one of those bully commercials.
or
The detective, that dog detective. Remember him?
Oh, McGruff.
Yeah.
or it's a movie with
Uh-huh.
Bruce Willis.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, you could put an end to this. You just walk away, man.
What movie?
It
I
was
don't know. We're making
Road Warrior. No, actually, I remembered as I was saying the line.
I was like, you just said something. He's like, let me just put two really tough words together. It's definitely one of those two
Roadhouse.
actors. Yeah.
So basically, guys, just walk away. If baby mom's wifey starts pulling out the camera and she started the fight, just walk away, or vice versa. If husband or deadbeat dad starts TikToking you or Snapchatting, just walk away.
Nice.
All right. Next question coming in is: can someone be charged for taking money out of their joint bank account?
Nope.
We are currently going through a separation, but wife keeps taking large amounts without my consent.
Well,
Just
no.
walk away.
take your half, what you believe is half,
Mm-hmm.
and open a individual bank account. You're going to have to disclose this bank account, but the idea is to reduce the other party's access to it. If she's taking large amounts of money that she has equal access to, there's not going to be a whole lot you can do unless you can prove what she does with that money and what she's doing with that money being like something improper with that money.
Yeah. So like if she's spending it on her new boyfriend or taking lavish trips, stuff like that, then like that's frowned upon. But if she's paying for bills or taking care of the child, then like that's acceptable, right?
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Tell her she shouldn't have paid the mortgage? That's kind of silly. So joint accounts are tricky when it comes to a divorce, and it's hard to, keep out of dealing with that,
So like let's say for example, I'm married and my wife and I are we're done. I just filed the paperwork, but we have a joint bank account. Like what's the first thing, like if a divorce is about to go down, what is like the best avenue in regards to that joint bank account?
The legal advice that I should give you is don't touch the money, and it should be used in the normal course of business. But if you truly are concerned that your significant other is going to take that money or do something with it, spend it, get rid of it, because the court can't undo that, right? They don't have any court orders that makes money magically reappear.
Mm-hmm.
And if they say buy a car with it, and that car doesn't have the value that you can recoup the money that was spent, you're kind of shit out of luck. So you are like, what can the court do? They're like, I'm sorry, you married, a person who does stupid things like that. So, the court can't fix stupid. So what you'll probably have to do is take half of it at that time, reroute your direct deposit into your account. And if you're the person who typically pays the bills, you got to keep paying those bills, even if it's out of the separate account.
Why is that?
Because in many counties, and in Orange County, where I primarily practice, there is what's called a standing order, which is like a status quo order. And you should really keep the status quo of bills that were normally paid, bills that are necessities that were normally paid, right? Oh no, see, laundry. And bills that were normally paid have to continue to keep being paid. Even if you're in a county that is not Orange County, that probably means that they have the ability to get into court quicker and force you to continue to pay those bills.
Gotcha. So like if I separate from my wife and I'm the one who's always paying the mortgage and always paying the bills and the car note, and then we decide to go Splitsville,
right,
till the divorce is finalized, I have to keep paying that.
Right.
Gotcha.
And it gets complicated when there are two households and there isn't enough money for two households, but that's a question for a consultation.
Yeah, 407-900-7451 or go to more-firm.com. I did a little update to the website for what we're going to talk about at the end of the show for a little event that we have going on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And we did send out some emails to our current clients, and there are some radio spots being played. So, we'll talk about that at the end. Let's see. Nick, thank you for that question. Next one coming up. Can I prove that my husband is incompetent to make decisions due to his advanced stages of alcoholism?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes, that's all.
That's all?
That's all. Yes. There is a way. There is a path to do this. But is your question that you want a guardianship like what Britney Spears has? Or is your question that he can't make decisions for the minor children due to his advanced alcoholism?
I think that's the route they're going into because of the fact that this person might be going through a separation, and said husband is a very, very advanced alcohol.
Yeah,
like,
you can.
Okay.
You can do this.
Now, is that like a kind of questioning the person's incompetence, or is that just like a mental health status check?
Both. They're probably not going to be found incompetent. And you don't really want them to be found incompetent in the divorce case. That means you can't deal with the divorce.
Oh, shoot, really?
Yeah, so there's blowback to being like, he can't do anything. He can't even handle his own finances. And the court might be like, oh, really? Then we can't move forward with the divorce.
Oh, shoot.
So you have to be careful. Like if you believe that, right? If you truly believe that that's the case, obviously you have to speak up. If you truly have good knowledge of it, and a doctor would have to make that determination. Gotcha.
And then there's more money there because you have to have the evaluation done.
Right.
Ooh.
So if the evaluation is more towards, what their ability to make decisions that are in the best interest of the minor child because of their alcoholism, that we have a different story. We're going to have a different conversation.
Gotcha.
So incompetence and unable to make decisions for the children are two polar different things.
I can see that they're going down this people who going down this avenue. It's whether it's a petty move or a genuine concern for the safety of the minor child, or just for the divorce itself. It's going to cost them.
Yeah,
it's going to cost them.
It's a costly process if that's what you want to prove, right? And, depending on the level of alcoholism or exactly what your set of circumstances are, if that's true, it's worth it.
Okay.
Because you kind of only get one bite at this because the second time around when you're trying to modify, you have a much bigger mountain to climb.
I don't know why I thought to myself you were in an inner tube when I saw that.
The boppy. Any
Yeah.
of you parents know that U-shaped pillow? It's a boppy. He thought about. I'm just in an inner
Saves
tube.
your back and your arms.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
just in an
is it-
inner tube.
I'm taking notes.
House.
Not saying that you know what's happening, but I'm just saying like, I'm just taking mental notes.
Someday.
Someday, we'll see what happens. Okay, thank you so much for the question. We got a few more coming up.
All right.
This one is, what should I do if my ex won't sign a release of my house from the title company? I just sold my house, and the title company is asking for him to sign a release so he doesn't try and put a lien.
Your ex. Now, I got a lot of follow-up questions on this. Was there a court order that they were to release this property to you? Was it awarded to you in the divorce? If so, we would file a motion to compel his signature on the document,
Oh, okay. So if in the final judgment there is something pushing or telling,
giving you this property, that so your motion to compel or motion for enforcement, depending on your circumstances,
Mhm.
that's what I would file. And the relief I would ask the court to do is force him to sign this
Gotcha.
and pay my attorney's fees.
You can't forget about attorney's fees.
That's what I'd ask for. I'm not saying we always get them, but I definitely go for it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, the attorney's fees do tend to get a little expensive, especially if opposing party is fighting you every step of the freaking way.
That is one of the ways that divorces become so expensive is petty little arguments.
Mhm.
But I wanted the dog.
But I don't agree to letting him get a haircut.
Don't tell me you've heard that one before.
We have that case.
Really?
Yeah, the one we were all discussing in the group chat today.
Oh.
Wait, like the spouse or soon-to-be ex-spouse wasn't okay with the other spouse getting a haircut.
For the child,
Yeah.
who is 2.
Cut the kid's hair.
Who cares?
Who the freak cares? What? Jeez.
Haircut. Hair grows back. Good Lord. You're right.
It
Yeah.
baffles me. It really baffles
It
me
should.
on the arguments that.
And then the audacity to argue with us about how that should fall within preparation for trial. I'm like, sir.
Are they going to bring the hair? I mean, pictures of the hair as exhibits
I
for
won't.
the motion? What the heck?
Opposing counsel does it. I'll let them be stupid, but I wouldn't do that shit.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. No. You see, every time I hear these stories or go through the group chat or just, I don't want to get married because I don't want to end up in this situation because you and I have had like personal conversations and I'm petty as a mofo.
Yeah.
I am so freaking petty. And
Yeah.
I could see you yelling at me outside of the courtroom.
I could see if you were to come to me with that, and I'm a big advocate. I would be like, I ain't saying this. I'm not bringing that up in court. I don't care. No, shut the fuck up. And no, I'm not saying it. I won't. I do it to clients all the time. I'm like, no, we're not arguing that. Yeah.
I apologize to you, Erin, for my future pettiness and my divorce and my
Don't worry,
future
I'll yell at
divorce.
You. I'll yell at you too.
Okay, so basically, yeah, like, it all depends on what happened with the case right there. So if there is a final judgment, or if other factors contributing to
or if the case is ongoing but it's a premarital property, I probably could file a motion to get that done.
Okay. So wow, so a judge could order someone to sign over the house.
Well, if it's her premarital property, she can sell it, right? So we could.
Dang. Okay, thank you so much for that one right there. How you holding up over there, Sam?
Good. I just don't have the equipment for this baby.
Scooby.
So I'm going to pass her back to mom.
Yeah.
This is the coffee.
Oh, and ready for an outfit change?
Yeah. She's like Wonder Woman. She did 3 spins and has a new outfit.
All right, coming up right here. During the contract phase of buying a home, my husband signed a document to relinquish his interest. What does that mean?
I imagine that the document that was signed was a quitclaim deed, which would relinquish his interest to whomever he relinquished it to,
Mm-hmm.
which was either the new buyers or to you, so that you could complete the rest of the process for the purchase of that home,
Okay.
and that he didn't have to deal with it anymore.
And this kind of sounds more of a real estate question than a family question, right?
It is. That was a real estate question,
But you knocked it out of the park.
but I could answer it.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it surprises me, but it's always comforting to know that, like, even when we bring you like the complex questions that are outside the realm of family law, like you always have, you always have an answer for us.
Come up with something. I could send you in the right direction.
You
at a
do.
minimum.
You do. Boy, howdy, you totally do. I will not question that at any point. Let's see. Okay, actually, that does bring it out from the questions from the guests. I know we've been on vacay for a little bit, and
Yeah.
I will have to look into our emails to go over any other questions. But if you are in the group chat, I do see a couple numbers coming up right here in regards to live viewers. If you have a question or a comment that you want to put up there,
Yeah, now's the time to ask.
exactly. Now is definitely the time to ask. But I'm gonna go to Sam real quick with a crazy question. You ready for a crazy question?
Sure.
Easy question.
Crazy question.
Do you want a crazy answer?
Yes. What was the last song you listened to?
That country song, because we bought this onesie for the baby that has it says I'm daddy's world and I'm daddy's girl in mommy's world.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's lyrics to this song, and I didn't believe her because gotta challenge her.
I don't know. You don't.
Why do you have to
You don't
challenge?
learn.
So that Clean Your Gun by what is it called? Let me look it up on Spotify because I have a terrible memory.
So basically, the same question would go to you, but since you guys live together, was that the last song that you heard, Aaron?
It was
Clean This Gun by Rodney Atkins.
Yeah.
I like Rodney Atkins.
Yeah.
I actually have a few songs on my playlist from him.
Yeah. So that was the last song, because we have a little onesie that has camo on it.
Yeah.
Got real redneck with that one.
I'm undercover, I guess.
Who was the one who put the camo on Lily? Was that you, Aaron, or was that you, Sam?
That was me.
That was you?
She's got pink camo too, but she's too big for it yet.
I think that comes from mommy, doesn't it?
Nope, I bought it.
Okay.
I mean, I picked it out.
I have her in everything, like pink and princess and mermaid specifically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like you are a huge advocate for pink.
Yeah.
Like I see multiple pink things in this kitchen and
Yeah.
living room right now, the little dining room right now. So I'm sure you're gonna go crazy when it comes to pink in Lily's world.
So
Already
she's
done.
a little doll. You get to dress her up.
She is a doll. She's a little dolly. All right, I have a couple questions.
Oh yeah, okay, pull them
All
up.
right. So because I've been gone, a couple of them just landed to me personally.
Okay.
I've been on vacation for a week, and my husband, whom I'm separated from, has had the children. He said he's going for custody because I'm still on vacation after a week. That alone is not going to be a successful argument for why he should have custody, or any superior time sharing or parental responsibility. So,
But aren't vacations usually scheduled too? So it's like, is he just being petty?
he's just being petty. She went on a vacation without the kids
Which
because
is
they separated.
right. If it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes Erin and I like to go on dates and stuff without our kids, but
But they separated, and she probably needed a break. Maybe they had a blow up fight.
But was it her time? If it wasn't her time,
he
then
has the kids.
right. I'm just saying, if it was his time with the kids and she went on vacation while it was his time,
There's no.
and
timeshare.
even if it wasn't, she coordinated ahead of time and he said okay. It's not like she just dropped the kids off at the door.
None of this matters.
I'm just asking, as someone who doesn't know the law.
You're right. None of it matters because it's not enough. She went on a vacation.
I agree. I'm just saying that sounds like pettiness.
Let's see. I do have one right here. Aaron, what are the three best apps on your phone?
The three best apps
Toon
on my
Blast.
phone? Oh yeah, I'm always playing Toon Blast.
She plays it on mine and Connor's phone too.
That's right.
When she runs out of lies.
That's right. Amazon, for obvious reasons. I'm obviously not going to go with the obvious, like messaging and
Facebook, Instagram,
right.
World Star.
Is World Star an app?
No, I don't know. It was, remember that kid that was like Facebook, Instagram, World Star, where his mom was like fighting his girlfriend or something like that.
No, it's like World Star, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Y'all see this shit?
Yeah. And I particularly like the thermostat app for my house.
Are you serious?
My thermostat's upstairs.
I like it cold, and then she likes to turn it up without me knowing it.
Right. I do that.
So what about you, Sam? Like, what are the 3 best apps that you have on your phone right now?
I don't know.
And Uber Eats.
Yeah, I like the Uber Eats when they deliver alcohol. That's a good one. My kids got me hooked on this stupid game. Roblox. Yeah, I'm gonna admit it. Kid plays this game Roblox, and there's like this.
You gave into it?
I do it to spend time with him, but then he started having me play this game where you get to like create like your own world, like build it. It's almost like a Minecraft kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you get to build your own thing, and I'm like super creative, and I like that. So it's like kind of hooked on that. For now, I'll get bored in about a month and stop playing it.
But then you'll level up, and then you'll want to do more. And more and more.
No, I get bored. I don't really use too many apps on my phone, really.
Mhm.
Most of the games on my phone are for my son. And other than that, I mean, I like the Safari app because I get to Google a bunch of stuff, but
I have another question.
I'm boring.
Go for it.
How do I get a divorce from my incarcerated husband for $1 who is in federal prison? So now I cannot answer how you can get a divorce for $1 because I don't know that that's quite possible.
Did they literally put $1?
Yeah, there's for $1.
For $1. This isn't The Price is Right, bro. What the heck?
Right? It's not the name your price tool. Well,
You should have bought the insurance.
but you just serve him wherever he is in jail, and you can get your divorce. Him being incarcerated in prison, jail, federal prison isn't going to stop you from having the right to get your divorce.
But you're not going to get it for $1.
I mean, if you do it all yourself, which you cannot because you cannot be the person who personally serves him. So, best of luck to you on the $1 part. I would just really wanted to ignore that part of it. That part of the question, because it's not possible.
I still can't believe that they asked for $1. That's insane.
I know.
All right.
And they misspelled divorce, but I won't be a grammar Nazi.
All right, so I'm gonna do 2 more funny questions, and then now we're gonna go into our event coming up this Friday. What is the biggest holiday that you're for your family?
I mean, I have young children, so Christmas is a big one for them, and Halloween. Halloween is usually pretty fun. So, I mean, Christmas because Santa and stuff.
It's the happiest. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, so that's a big one. A lot of we try to switch it up by traveling to Massachusetts, where much of my family is, and visiting with them. So that's the big one for us.
What about you, Sam?
Sorry, I had to come back. Without over burping the baby, so I tried not to sit there and pat in the microphone. I'd say I like Halloween because I get to make stuff for my kids, but Christmas is always a big one too.
Gotcha. I tend to just chill out at Christmas. I've never been that much of a. How would I say it? I love the holidays. The food is great, family time together. But like, I don't know what it is, but like someone will do one little thing to just throw me off, and it just throws off my holiday spirit.
Yeah.
It just, I hate being like that. I'll be the one who puts up the tree, put the lights. I'm getting all the gifts and everything, and then one little thing goes wrong, and it just sucks the Christmas out of me.
That's unfortunate. What's your favorite holiday though?
Independence Day.
What do you usually do for Independence Day?
Blow shit up.
Fair.
my
It's the way to keep the American spirit.
my favorite line from The Simpsons is Homer goes to this one convenience store trying to buy illegal fireworks, and the sales rep gives him this big ass firework. He's like, "Celebrate the independence by blowing up a small. Celebrate the independence of your country by blowing up a small part of it." And that's always been my favorite line since I was a kid, because just literally the 4th of July, all you're doing is burning money. You're
Yeah.
literally burning money. And I hate myself at the end, but at the same time, seeing all the kids in the neighborhood, all the friends and family just like having a good time, having a beer, having their food, and just watching the sky light up, it's so relaxing, because you, I know that like during Christmas time, whether it's family who causes it or friends or whatever, there's always like some mixed emotions during that time. But like during the 4th, it's like, America, let's drink and eat.
Drink and blow things up.
But of course, Halloween, like Sam said, it's fun to dress up and just like do cool things at that time. Okay, where'd it go? Oh yeah, Fiona's saying welcome back and congrats.
Thank you.
What happened to my microphone? Okay, it's just me. My bad.
No, she's not having it.
Hey,
No.
Lily, say hi to everybody.
Hey.
For a microsecond, the way she just opened her mouth, I actually thought she was going to say
She's gonna
hi.
be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, Fiona right there. She's saying she's a doll.
I think so. You want to look at me? Is that what's gonna make you happy?
Sometimes she just wants mom to hold her, so I got to give her up. Like, as much as I try to help, sometimes she just fusses and fusses and fusses, and then I give her to Erin, and she's just chill. But everybody loves their mommy.
Yeah.
So the final funny question that I have for you guys tonight is, I'll throw it to you, Sam, first. You find a remote that can rewind, fast forward, stop, and start time.
So this is a click.
It's a click. It's a click question. What's the first thing you do, Sam?
You can't ask me questions like this because it's like superpowers. Everybody asks, "Oh, what would you do with superpowers?" On that last podcast, I'd be doing some dumb, bad shit. Let's be honest here. You give me a remote to where I can pause time, I'm gonna test the limits of it. I don't know. There's not much that I would like use it to go back and fix. Like, there's really nothing. It's happened. We've moved on. Let's just continue. But definitely the pause button. But I would be doing funny stuff like moving people and doing funny things, or then maybe like taking money from a bank. Like if I had superpowers.
There you go.
Who is that?
But I got to step away. My son's calling me.
Okay.
That's the big one.
Nah. So what about you, Erin? With the last question, the last funny question of the night. Like, if you had a click, what would you do?
I don't know. I don't know that I would go back and change anything. I think like the butterfly effect would totally have a big effect. I just do. I think it would be a problem. I think if you think you could change something that was bad in your past, then something worse would happen.
Yeah.
Like the butterfly effect.
Exactly.
Essentially. And I don't know that I would want that.
You wouldn't want that power?
No, like I don't want to know when I die. I don't want to have that information.
Do you feel like if you knew when your last day was, like, would it change your outlook on life?
Yeah, I think I would just live with anxiety about that time.
Oh, definitely.
Right? Like I try my best to live my life the way I want to. And, so try to just do that now. But I think if I knew, I don't know, it would just make me anxious. I think it would stop me from doing things.
Oh.
I think I would be like, oh, if I knew I was going to die at, I don't know, 50 and my children would still be, young.
Relatively young, yeah.
Yeah, in their early 20s and they have to deal with that. I think I would be like, all right, well, I shouldn't have another child because I don't want to subject them to that.
Of course not.
I would start taking action that would, it would have a butterfly effect on me. I'd be like, oh, well, maybe I won't do that. Or I'd probably adjust my career or, when I still could have done some good things in the short amount of time.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Too much power. I don't want that much power. I don't.
Let me pull this up right here. I should have had this already prepared, but I don't know where to go. So since we've begun, um, this actually was an idea that came from Kyle. He just randomly just walked into my office. He's like, "You want to do a school supply drive?" And I'm like, that's a really good idea." And by the end of the day, like I had everything like kind of coordinated. I reached out to a couple businesses, and we are doing our very first school supply drive. And I'm trying to pull up the picture so I can show it up on the screen. There we go. 3, 2, Windows. No, wrong tab. There it is. Okay, so we are teaming up with our friends from WJRR to bring you a back to school supply drive for a gift for teaching here in Central Florida. We're going to be collecting basically the essentials: pens, paper, pencils, markers, pencil sharpeners, all the essentials that kids need here in school starts up what, next week?
I do know.
You
I
do know.
just
I'm like,
don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Usually like the 10th.
and
Is what it is this year. So yeah, it's actually is
it's,
a week from today, I
it's,
believe.
it's coming up.
Yeah.
And I got to give a quick shout out to all our partners who donated not only just effort and time, but monetary for this event. Huge shout out to Armstrong Aaron Heating, KEM Business Accounting Solutions, and
It is the 10th. I can confirm that. The internet has told me.
you have confirmed. We have confirmation that it is the 10th. But yeah, we're also partnering up with JBH Medical, a gift for teaching, and I threw my podcast in there because I'm the one setting it up. I didn't. I kind of to an extent. I was like, "But is that really the most shameless plug I've ever pulled?" I'm like,
No, absolutely not.
absolutely not.
It's very far from that.
But if you're going to be in the downtown area, do check us out. We're going to be there from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. Super Dave from WJR is going to be pulling out the van. I think he's going to be bringing out some swag to give away. I don't know if he's going to have a pair of tickets to a certain event that's coming up really soon at not Camping World.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
Can't confirm nor deny for a huge concert that's coming up that WJR hosts every year. But we're gonna have a good time. We're raising. If you can't make it in person, go to morse-firm.com, and literally right on the first page you'll see the ad and the banner for back to school drive. You click that, you can make a donation, you can find out where our offsite locations are located, and if it gives you directions how to get to our office if you would like to come in person to drop off school supplies. We ask that you give brand new, no hand-me-downs, COVID and all that stuff.
Right.
Huge shout out to Armstrong Aaron Heating, KEM Business Solutions, and JBH Medical, because I actually got I got to show this to you. This morning, my friend Jess, who works with wait a second. Oh no, I'm not hosting trivia tonight. My friend Jess, who works for JBH Medical, she sent me this photo today of this little boy who showed up at her office to make a donation of school supplies. And look at this little boy.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
Let me put it up on the big screen, and we go from there.
He is really adorable. This cute little mask.
So I'll put it up right here.
Here, let me help you out.
Perfect. He shows up to the office with colored pencils and markers to give to less fortunate kids here in Central Florida.
What a sweetie pie.
And
So cute.
I'm waiting on confirmation if I can share that photo because it's just adorable. I want to share it with everybody.
Yeah, he is cute.
And actually we did get some donations prior to, and the firm has matched it, and we are going to be getting a huge amount of school supplies tomorrow for the event. So we also do ask that if you're able to drop off a backpack or a couple packs of loose leaf paper, number 2 pencils, markers, colored pencils, not only does it help out the less fortunate kids here in South Florida, but it also helps out the teachers that spend anywhere between $500 to $1,000 out of their pocket to accommodate the needs of their students. And teachers get a bum rap, don't you agree?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they work really hard, and a lot of teachers, like you said, are putting in their own money to get students school supplies, and there are families who don't have the money to get the school supplies that even the teachers are requesting.
Mhm.
So, who bridges that gap?
Exactly.
So this was an important thing for all of us.
And if you work at a school that does need a little bit of help, reach out to us. Well, believe me, we'd be more than happy to. We're going to have a ton of stuff to be donating, but if there's a specific school that needs attention, we would love to help you guys out. So I say it every day. I mean, all the time on the podcast. Go to more-firm.com and click on the link. And I'm going to do it right here, right now, so everyone can see how I did this. And it took me forever to realize how to put a banner. More firm.com. Put a banner up on our. Oh, I spelled firm wrong. Cool. All right. So yeah, if you get a chance to go to our website, right there, but you can't miss it. It is the first thing you see.
Cannot mess this up.
Let me blow it up a little bit more. There we go. Yeah. If you go to our website, you literally just click on the picture. There's no way you could miss it. And you'll be able to, donate now, and that goes directly to a gift for teaching. Okay. And right there, all the essentials, what we're looking for, our partners who are helping us out, the offsite locations, the time, everything. And if you want to make an online donation, you are good to go. Christmas shouldn't be the only time to help out the less fortunate. School's about to start. A lot of families have been impacted by COVID-19, and if you're able to give, do it.
Yeah, all of the Walmart and Publix, and I think Staples all have really good sales right now.
Oh,
So
definitely.
if you have a way to pick up on some of those and do that, and our extreme couponers, those are the people we should call upon to be donating.
Now is the time. Yeah, and like I said, if you can't make it and do want to help out with a donation, right there through the website, or if you want to give the office a call, we'll accommodate you. We'll help. I'll make it happen. But yeah, give us a call. 407.
Patricio's the guy.
I'm the guy. Anything you want to add before we close out the evening, Sam?
No. I didn't hear the last 10 minutes or so. I was on the phone
We're
with my
just talking
son.
about the school supply drive.
Oh,
That's
that's
Friday.
real important. My mom's a teacher. My grandma was a teacher, and my aunt's a teacher. Like, I see like a lot of how much they spend out of their own pockets to help the little kids out. So
Yeah, and how much time they put into
so
doing a lot of these things.
do what you can to help. I know we will, and I think it's a good thing because there's a lot of kids out there that just aren't able to have the supplies they need.
I have nothing else to say. I've been talking all day. I'm going to be drinking the last bit of water. Erin, what are your final thoughts as we head out of here?
I usually have a really great piece of advice. I don't think I have anything.
What?
I don't know. Give me a topic.
You got nothing to say?
I have things to say.
She's just tired.
There's been very little sleep. She is actually sleeping in my lap right now.
Oh.
Yeah. What's some good baby advice we would give?
It's okay to let them cry it out.
Yeah, they can cry for a moment.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I don't know. Well, we're not like those crazy parents.
No, I'm not extreme on anything.
I mean, the right now it's just making sure you wash your hands. But
yeah, we're being a little bit of trolls on that.
Other than that, it's like, I don't know. Enjoy the moments.
Yeah. Feed them when they're hungry. I'm not a big fan of like scheduling.
I guess my biggest advice would be, Dad, step up. It's okay to change the diapers.
God, it's so helpful. It really is. I know it seems little, even if you're like me, my decision was to breastfeed. It means I have to get up every time. I don't have a choice. But because Sam gets up and changes the baby or takes care of the baby, I definitely am not waking up in the morning like hating him. I'm not like eye daggers at him when
Plus,
I'm
I
up
mean,
feeding the baby.
If the baby has two parents, it takes two parents to raise the baby.
Yeah.
Like, fathers contribute just as much as mothers in that sense.
They do. We need your dads. We need you. Take your paternity leave. How about that?
Yeah, I did.
You're
I
entitled
took.
to it. FMLA.
Yeah, that's another thing. Take the time if you can. I'm fortunate enough that I was able to take 6 weeks off. So
Yeah.
if you can take the time to spend with your family, I know your wife would appreciate it. Plus, it gives you that little bit of time extra with your kid.
Oh, I heard that little. But as always, 407-900-7451. If you'd like to schedule a consultation or visit our website, morse-firm.com. We are here to help you find your new normal. We'll see you guys next week.